2 Corinthians chapter 6, written by the Apostle Paul, is a passionate and pastoral plea to the believers in Corinth to live lives of holiness, sincerity, and separation unto God. This chapter continues Paul's defense of his ministry, while calling the church to respond appropriately to God's grace. Paul begins by urging the Corinthians not to receive God's grace in vain. Verse 1. He reminds them that now is the favorable time and the day of salvation, emphasizing the urgency of responding to God's call. Verse 2. Paul then provides a detailed account of the hardships and sufferings he and his fellow ministers endure for the sake of the gospel. These trials, tribulations, beatings, imprisonment, hunger, are presented not as defeats, but as proof of authentic ministry. Verses 4 to 10. Despite these hardships, Paul maintains integrity, showing patience, kindness, and the power of the Holy Spirit. The apostle's words reveal a deep emotional connection to the Corinthians. In verses 11 to 13, he speaks openly and affectionately, asking the believers to open their hearts to him as he has to them. This personal appeal reflects the depth of Paul's love and concern for their spiritual well-being. A key theme in the latter part of the chapter is the call to separation from unrighteousness. Paul urges the Corinthians not to be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Verse 14, using a series of rhetorical questions to highlight the incompatibility between righteousness and lawlessness, light and darkness, Christ and Belial. He concludes with a reminder that believers are the temple of the living God, calling them to come out from the world and be separate. Verses 16 to 18, echoing Old Testament covenantal language. In essence, 2 Corinthians chapter 6 combines Paul's personal testimony with a powerful theological message. The Christian life involves both suffering for the gospel and a commitment to holiness. It is a heartfelt exhortation to live in light of God's grace and to remain faithful in both character and conduct.